Hello and thanks for joining us tonight. Across the country, tensions are rising as the war between Israel and the terrorist group Hamas continues.
That's despite a recent ceasefire that paused fighting for a week and resulted in the release of some hostages. Israeli soldiers are gearing up on the border before heading inside Gaza. The IDF continues to drop bombs as Hamas continues to keep people hostage. Today, family members of Americans taken hostage met with President Biden to get an update on their loved ones' release.
And on college campuses, students supporting Israel and Palestine continue making their voices heard after college presidents faced scrutiny from lawmakers on Capitol Hill last week.
Last week, those tensions made their way inside a Warner Robins middle school classroom when a student allegedly told social studies teacher Benjamin Reese his Israeli flag offended her.
Other teachers and staff then accused Reese of cursing at the student and threatening to kill her. As Anthony Montalto explains, Reese now faces criminal charges for his actions.
According to a Houston County Sheriff's Office incident report, everything happened here, Warner Robins Middle School, around 3:30 in the afternoon on Thursday, December 7th. The report says Reese allegedly threatened to cut a girl's throat. 3 students told investigators they were walking down the 7th grade hallway after school. That's when one student noticed an Israeli flag in Reese's classroom and stopped to ask him about it. The report says she asked Reese why he had it up. He told her he's Jewish and has family in Israel. That's when the report says the student told Reese she found it offensive because of civilian deaths in the Israel-Hamas war. She told investigators Reese got angry and started yelling at her, calling her anti-Semitic. She left his room, but the report says Reese followed the student and 2 friends down the hallway, continuing to yell as they headed back toward the 8th grade hall. The report says the 3 students couldn't hear most of what Reese said to them, but several other teachers each gave independent and very similar descriptions of hearing Reese loudly threatening to cut her head off while shouting profanities. And they say about 20 other students also heard the interaction. Later, school staff reported seeing 3 female students walking toward the 8th grade hallway visibly upset. Another teacher said she feared for her own safety after Reese's outburst. School officials did try to question him. The report says when the principal and school resource officer tried to speak with Reese, he became agitated, asserted his civil rights, and left. The school resource officer also reviewed surveillance video from the hallway and noted it shows Reese yelling down the hallway before heading back to his classroom. Reese faces 2 charges, one for terroristic threats and another for cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. A judge set bond at $2,500 and $5,000 for each of those, respectively, and he's since bonded out of jail. In Warner Robins, Anthony Montalto, 13 WMAZ News.
Now, Houston County school officials would not confirm whether Reese still works at the school.
In a statement, they told us they do not discuss personnel matters, but they did share Reese has not been on campus since December 7th, and they say student and staff safety are their top priorities.
You can read their full statement right now on 13WMAZ.com.